And the police state ends with me, and we've made it one more day. Now folks, please see the news article in the description below about a reported person being shot in the head by police while handcuffed, Hitman style. Folks, if it turns out that this person, and it seems very likely because they won't release the video and there are multiple witnesses, if it turns out that this person was handcuffed, restrained, and shot in the head Mafia Hitman style by an on-duty uniformed police officer, and none of the other police officers standing around arrested the shooter or did anything but cover for the killing police officer, that damned thin blue line cover-up corruption again. Folks, if that turns out to be true, what more evidence do you need that this is a police state? If this article turns out to be factual, true, that this is what happened, is this person was shot in the head while in handcuffs and restrained by a police officer. The police can come, they can restrain you in handcuffs, shoot you in the head, and laugh about it, even on video. The police acknowledge there is video, and they refuse to release it. And no arrests. And don't play this investigation crap with me, which to the police just means careful time delay and cover-up. Propaganda. If you did that, you'd be arrested immediately. Police should be held to a higher standard. In fact, if you shot someone's bicycle like that, you would be arrested, let alone a human being. So in this country, we let the people that are supposed to be enforcing the laws not follow the laws? Of course, we know that's what we do, but that's not what the law says. I mean, if you go around shooting bicycles, you're going to go to jail. Shooting handcuffed, restrained people in the head, Mafia Hitman style? Something like this, if it turns out to be true, should and likely will bring this country to its knees. It would have to put people in the realization that we have no constitution and civil rights. We have no human rights. We'll have to reconsider our entire system of government that would allow this. Bad police and entire bad police departments covering with the thin blue line are now beyond just lying criminals. They are executioners for the police state ruling class. If you think it can't happen to you or your family or friends or children, just wait around. Be quiet and let it come right to your door. As it is coming, folks, it is coming. It's already been to my door. You aren't safe. You aren't even safe in your own home from these psychopaths and the district attorneys and judges and politicians and corporate leaders like Mike Moore and James Brasel of Phillips Medical Center. Just love it. They support it. They want this. They want everyone but them to suffer. They are evil, pure evil. Now, I've mentioned a couple of times that just in a few days now, it'll be an entire year that the Bartlesville police supposedly have been investigating me, coming on my property. I started campaigning for city council in early November, the Saturday after the Tuesday election in 2014, and in just about December 1st, I started seeing damage to my property, things stolen off my property, and trespassing on my property. I didn't know it was the police doing it until I caught them on security camera video on March the 6th, 2015, because it got so bad I finally installed security cameras on March the 5th, 2015 in the afternoon, and at 6:02 a.m. the very next morning, March the 6th, 2015, I caught criminally trespassing and stealing my property at a fully uniformed, armed criminal Bartlesville police officer that lives 2 doors down from me on my property. And I told him, I said, what are you doing? You can't be stealing my property. I got you on video. A few hours later, they show up, steal the videos, create all these documents, tell everyone I'm a criminal. This was a year ago. So a year has gone by, and what started this was Mike Moore and James Brasel and other James Phillips Medical Center leadership lying to the police and telling them to come after me. They didn't want me running for city council in the ward that James Phillips Medical Center sits in. Went so far as even to release my medical records to the police. So all this time has gone by, and the police steal and they keep, and we know now that they've done this to other people. They steal and keep these things for their own personal uses. Somebody needs to go check these people's houses for all this nice property they're stealing from people. In the Washington County District Attorney's Office uses it for personal use. It's a big criminal racket we got going on here with Judge Vaclaw signing off on warrants that have no probable cause just so that they can come steal this stuff. So Mike Moore and James Brasel lied to the police a year ago. How can anybody trust these criminals? Does anybody take them at their word anymore? I mean, these are leaders, right? Leadership. These are leaders. Everybody wants to follow a leader. Well, when it comes to government, I've said this before, you know, the word leader, leadership, or lead isn't in the Constitution one time. But the word represent, representation, and representative are in there 40 times total. Folks, you're not supposed to follow the leader of the United States of America. You're supposed to be represented. This leadership bowl, these people aren't leaders, they're criminals. Mike Moore and James Brasel lied to the police. They should be in jail right now. I understand the corporation going, oh, we're going to protect our own. I mean, that's what Mike Moore's done all along, and he's been lying since 2008. Saying that I never told him about harassment I received. They got so bad I finally just quit. They get mad that I reported on that, and now they're going to pay me back. Well, they've surely done that. Yeah, and they'll probably end up me dead. They'll probably have these Bartlesville police kill me. But who in their right mind is going to trust Mike Moore and James Brasel to tell the truth anymore? I mean, if they were telling the truth, a year wouldn't have gone by. These people are liars. Anthony Lynn, L-E-I-N is how you spell that. Anthony Lynn lies under oath. We're talking salty dogs here. But when it comes to people that make $500,000 a year, Mike Moore, and you talk about James Brasel of James Phillips Medical Center siphoning off money out of this community, and they pay no taxes because they're nonprofit, supposedly taking $500,000 out of a little town like this, 36,000 people, where the average pay around here is what, $25,000 a year, taking $500,000 a year out of it. And these liars, absolute lie, and that's public knowledge, by the way. I'm not divulging anything private there. You can go back and watch the videos about that. The title of it is The Person That Harassed Me in 2008 Suddenly Resigned. That's all public knowledge. A nonprofit organization, the IRS reports to the public what these people make, the highly paid people. But you got people taking $500,000 a year out of our community, and they're absolute liars. They're wasting tax dollars by lying to the police, and they're causing all this turmoil for nothing, because they can, just because they're bigwigs. I understand how their corporation wants to go, well, we're going to protect them, and we got lawyers, and we'll just say no comment and let them stay liars and let them stay here and run this hospital. But the community, I don't know how the hell you can believe them for anything. Remember, they released privacy breach. It's called a malicious privacy breach, and it's a felony with 10 years in jail and $250,000 fine for each event. If anyone would investigate it, they would find that these people are doing this. And if they did it to me, they can do it to you. Are your medical records safe? Is your privacy safe? At James Phillips Medical Center with these liars up there. You got to question that. Before anybody tries to play any games, these people are public citizens. That's the law. They are public citizens. They are highly paid executives in a large corporation in a small town, and they release their job titles and press releases to the media, and it's reported on the media's websites, even on their front page of their website, as well as in their paper. These people are up to public scrutiny. There is no defamation here for two reasons. One, I'm telling the truth. Two, these are public figures by law. There is no defamation here. This is factual, and I have a right, a First Amendment right, to say these things because they're factual and they're public figures. So stop this crap, as well as the city council members. You guys can't hide behind, oh, I'm a citizen, you're saying bad things about me. I'm telling the truth. You damn well know it. As well as your public figures. And if I want to criticize you, I can. But I also could do it no matter who you are, because I'm telling the truth, and you know it. And it's not just the Bartlesville police that run amok as armed criminals, by the way. It's all over the United States of America. Now, I surely hope that this story down in the description below turns out to be false. But it is likely true. And if it is, if you can now be killed in handcuffs, on the ground, shot in the head, and executed Mafia Hitman style by the police, with many, many other officers standing around and not even an arrest, what is the world coming to? What is next after that? Didn't we think that? Didn't we wonder what could possibly be worse than when those two corrupt police officers down in Louisiana shot that poor child in the head and the torso 5 times and killed him, that 6-year-old boy? Didn't we think, oh my gosh, that's awful, how could it get worse? Well, it's terrible killing a child, of course, but shooting a handcuffed man in the back of the head, right up to him, mafia style? That's pretty darn bad. I mean, you could still hope and think that maybe those police officers didn't know that child was in that truck. But you can't think that that police officer, if this is true, this story, and CBS News story is true, that he shot that guy in the head as he was laying on his stomach, face down, and handcuffs behind his back, in the back of the head, mafia style. You can't go, oh, that was an accident. Gosh! Now, again, I'm not saying it's true. I usually don't like to tell you about things that I can't verify, but this is a news article of CBS News. And the police are refusing to release this video when they have it. Initially, the police said, oh, no, he wasn't handcuffed. And now they're saying, well, there were handcuffs on the scene, so they're trying to verify if he's handcuffed. And, well, there's video of it. And they're going, well, we're not going to release the video. Why not? Put the whole thing to rest. That's why I'm telling you this, even though there's no absolute proof yet, because it looks pretty bad. Now, I hope it's not, because I just can't imagine how anyone could feel safe around a police officer in the United States of America after that. I mean, when you're approached by a police officer, if you know that the chances, there is a chance that they will grab you, throw you to the ground, put you in handcuffs, and shoot you in the back of the head. That is your police state, folks. Now we have hitmen in police uniforms in Minnesota, and the thin blue line holding so hard that not even an arrest is possible, even when caught on video. We got them down in Louisiana shooting children. We got them up in Minnesota shooting people in the back of the head when they're in handcuffs. We got a Mafia Hitman squad going here, folks. Then this thin blue line just covering everything up best they can. Real nice police state we have here. We are at the very end of a dead end with this police state, folks. The very end of a dead end. George Orwell, who wrote the book 1984, did not see this coming. The police state ends with me. And with that said, I'll see you tomorrow.